We are back, and it's, what the hell is it? 3:30 in the afternoon, so we have some time to shoot here on November 9th. And by the way, we are on outdoor white balance. I have a little like a sun in my viewfinder, so hopefully this will work, even though it's a little bit overcast. Here's the house again. Let me show you what we did, by the way, last night. Already made some major changes here. There's the photographer. Put up a big white board here. You hear that wind? Well, maybe you won't. I am using the narration mic to make you happy. Put up a big white board here on the video room picture window, like I wrote you on CompuServe today. And this will not only block out the light, but it'll also give me this much more wall space to use in the video room. Now, I'm going to show you two things that I can't show you at night because there's no light. Here's my clean car. Boy, this sucker looks nice when it's clean, I have to admit. Just got it washed. This thing was filthy. Here is the motion detector that I told you about earlier. And as you can see, I only have one light bulb in there because I screwed it up. I didn't know these things don't swivel. And what I did is I broke off this side here. That's why you see just wires. This whole fixture just snapped off when I tried to move it a little bit. There's the other one, which is okay. So we just have two wires over here. I'm going to do a Carrie Decker. We have two wires here coming along the house right over here. That's what I did with the thing I was telling you about. Here's a wire running all the way. Here's the driveway. This viewfinder keeps moving. Here's the driveway. Here's the motion detector. You have this wire running up here along the house, and inside by the front door there's the wire, and lo and behold, we have loss of balance and a light bulb. And if I think about it, I'll show you tonight how nice this is, because when this motion detector comes on over here, when it detects motion, both light bulbs come on. This one here for the driveway and this one here for the front entrance. So now I can see where to put the key in the keyhole when we come home, and there's absolutely no light here. How about that? So that was my first brainstorm with, because I didn't really need both lights out here. The way this whole thing is set, this one light bulb that's still here aims at like the middle of the drive in between both cars. The one that is now gone on the left-hand side aimed toward the left of the driveway and did really no good at all. So this is actually much, much better. We're going to go in the back of the house now and show you the rotor antenna. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I actually got a little still frame there. Didn't mean to do that, Care. Here's the antenna in the back of the house. We'll do a nice slow zoom. And this is the way Craig has the rotor set right now. It's balanced on this 2x4 to give it some height. Here's the top of the house. It's not a real high house, as you can see, maybe 8 or 10 feet high. So this 2x4 gives it some height. But you see the rotor is on an angle. And the flagpole, which is holding that light on the left, is what this is attached to. Now here is the antenna, and it's like barely balancing on the top of the rotor. Problem is to get these two poles fastened together right here, with leaving enough slack so that the one on the right, which is the antenna, can turn and still be bolted to the one on the left, so it won't move too much in the wind. So that's how we have the rotor antenna wired. And all these wires you see, these two going over here, one is for the rotor itself, and the thick RF cable is going all the way to the front of the house for the antenna itself. This thin wire is for the rotor, the electric wire, and the fat one, the black one, is the wire for the antenna. And this thick orange wire you see is actually an extension cord, which we wired up 2 days ago to go into the shed over here so I can have some light in the shed at night. We had to drill a hole in the side of the shed to let this extension cord go in there, and I have just like a scoop, like a little floodlight type of thing with a 100-watt light bulb, so I could have some light in the shed at night if I want to come out here at 2 o'clock in the morning when it's pitch black out here and do some work or whatever. Hey, I can do it, you know. So why not? What else can I show you? Typical beautiful sunny day, not a cloud in the sky. There's the moon way up there. But here's the antenna looking at it from straight here. It's almost facing north, but as you can see, it's moving very slightly in the wind. It's a fairly windy day. Yesterday when Craig and I were working on this thing, there was no wind whatsoever. So we thought, well, it'll be okay, but it's moving a little bit. And I think that will distort my picture if I'm recording something. There's a good little breeze. You can see it swaying in the wind. And I said, this thing is not going to last, Craig. It's got to be more secure. Even if we have to shorten this thing somehow and bolt it to the pole, whatever, 3 or 4 places on the flagpole, what I call the flagpole, the light pole, we'll have to do it. So that's the way it looks now. A little tipsy, kind of on an angle, but the picture quality is great on all local channels. Comes out real good. So that's how it looks. It may not be permanent, at least I hope not, because it's moving and it can't move, as you know. What else did I want to show you out here? This is, of course, the back of the house. I can do one thing. Hold on. Yeah, I can make jump cuts too. What you're looking at is our bedroom window. That's why it was so dark in there, because we have foil on the windows. Because this sunlight comes in really intense in the morning. All this crap out here I'm going to get rid of. This is for the garden that the previous owner had. And I have absolutely no use for it. I mean, he's got sprinkler systems in here. There's some sprinkler heads. And they work, but I have no desire to do any kind of gardening out here. So all this crap's going to go someday. And what else? He left us a lot of stuff here. He left us some real thick wood here, some light bulbs, some wood out here. Got a little thing here with a little metal roof on it to keep all this stuff dry. Of course, it's a moot point because it never rains in Las Vegas, which is nice. And what else do I want to show you? These 2 barrels here he left with the house. I have no idea what is in this stuff. Some kind of chemical, apparently. But these 2 barrels have to go also someday. I don't even know why they're there. And this whole area of grass came back after Tony fixed our sprinkler a couple months ago. The grass was like yellow, and it's coming back real nice. So like you, we have green grass year-round here in Florida. I think you mentioned, or here in Las Vegas, I think you mentioned that your grass kind of turns brown in the winter. But here it is, November. I'm turning the iris down a little bit. Here it is in November, and as you can see, everything is still gorgeous here. Really, this stuff looks real bright in the viewfinder. This is the pomegranate tree that we have in the backyard. So Mickey can eat some pomegranates. I think that's what they're called, anyway. So that's the 2 things I wanted to show you outside, Carrie. And what else? This is a lighting control we have for some spotlights in the back of the house. There's only 2 of them, not connected. I took the lights out; they wasn't doing any good. This is a regular 110 outdoor receptacle. And over here's a 220, because this guy used to run a welding unit out here. He needed a 220 line for that. And down here is a gas jet for a gas barbecue grill, which we may get someday. Here's the breaker box. The breaker boxes in Vegas, at least in this area, are outside. No fuses, they are real breakers, but you have to go outside to get to them. Which, I don't know if it's good or bad or whatever. Couldn't tell you. What else can I show you? Oh, this is going to thrill you. Way up here, this is the cable hookup coming into the house. I know that this is exciting as hell. Here's a wire coming from from somewhere, the telephone pole. Here's a splitter. One side goes in the video room and the other side in the family room. That's where the cable comes into the house. And that's it. I'm using a very expensive high-8 tape, by the way. It better look good. It's a $20 roll of HMX or EMX or something. It's supposed to be a very good high-8 metal evaporated tape. It's Sony brand. Comes in like a little miniature U-matic box. Maybe I'll show you if I think about it when I do the meet tonight. But typical sunny Las Vegas day, and I'm going to get inside and see how this looks. So we'll see you later, Care, and now we'll go back to the video letter. Bye-bye.